All right, we're trying this again. I don't know if we're going to have anybody out there. Hopefully, folks will be able to join us, and YouTube won't be yonky wonky again. Probably, for all intents and purposes, if this works out, this will be the one video that we'll have for the evening, and I will delete the other one because it was crappy anyway. Yeah. So, what's that?
We totally did stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So much stuff. It was amazing.
Stuff and things. This is DG Game Night, where we play the new Demon Hunters role-playing game, A Comedy of Terrors, and Brian is working up for the first time his old character Jack Bishop and into the new system. He's getting a quick tutorial on that. We have with us Jimmy McMichael playing, who is that again?
Deadeye Wendy Whitfield, Ursula's mother, Gunslinging Granny.
Gunslinging Granny. Very good. We've got Sarah Moore joining us from Chicagoland.
Hi, I'm playing Wen, who is a succubus. And,
what is your concept aspect?
I feel like I need to adjust the concept aspect, because my concept aspect was I work for the government, that's all you need to know. But I think we sort of adapted her in the last session, and so I feel like maybe that could be revisited.
Sure. Yeah, if you come up with something. Probably would want to have something to do with your succubusiness.
Yeah, but that's my fringe.
Or your succubosity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
whatever you think. Aspect writing is kind of the name of the game, but it's work in progress the whole time. So you don't need to sweat. Don't sweat the small stuff. Get something that we can use and play, and I think the one that you have will still work.
I just finished 165 pages of it.
That's right. Jimmy is now a pro at writing aspects. Literally, I paid him. All right. So we do actually have 2 viewers now. Yay! So hopefully this is working. In the Q&A, let me bring this up. If you are watching, please, we've been having some quality control issues, so if you would please go ahead and let us know if this is working okay. Throw that in the comments. I think it's this one. Yes, there you go. And I was in the process of posting that to Facebook, and it took too damn long. So, here I am. I'm gonna do that right now. First try sucked.
Someone else talk about their character while Don posts to Facebook.
Yeah. as interesting as Murph is.
Dupe, you want to talk about your character?
Guys.
I am playing Vladimir, and you know nothing about me.
I'm pretty sure I do, though. But we're on our bowling team, Vlad.
Well,
I know you're.
I do like bowling.
All right, I see much better as a response.
You know one thing about me.
I am very American. I like bowling.
Jimmy, did you already do take 2 on your character?
Yes, I did.
Let's see. You can tell how close I'm paying attention, apparently. Who hasn't gone yet?
We got a Brian and a John.
Oh, that's right. I haven't gone.
We're going.
Oh, all right. I am playing the Cipher this evening, as per usual, but my Cipher is a little different this time, in that my Cipher has a quirk, and that quirk is that the single scientist who was working on him at the time, and entirely too hopped up on caffeine, decided to marathon the Matrix while he tinkered with some of the internal components, and as a result, my Cipher believes he is the one. This is reflected in the concept is just the Cipher reloaded. His trouble aspect is I don't know Kung Fu. And all of his other aspects that pertain to his disciplines reflect that, such as there is no spoon, which is one of his Cipher abilities, and look again, which is his research and development.
Very good. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, and then yeah,
And we're redoing all of our character intros real fast. So I'll do it as well. I'm playing Jack Bishop, who's an electrokinetic. He can control electricity and absorb it and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, that's what he can.
Like a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, sure. I was going to give him an example, but then I couldn't think of one off the top of my head, so never mind.
But just make sure that you have an opportunity to make that make an example happen tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen. Oh man.
All right. So those of you who are playing at home, once again in the Q&A section on the actually that's probably over here. You can type suggestions or ideas, responses. If it's just comments, I probably will gloss over those unless Chris Piazzo thinks that they're interesting enough to work it in somehow. But just to kind of keep us focused, you heard what the Cipher has, what his concept is. So what you want to do is you have the ability to issue commands to this chosen one Cipher and do some random amazingness. Spoon bending. Okay. So.
Thank God we didn't give him control over the succubus.
Well, we might.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. Looks like just 2 minutes ago, Grifferin said the feed died. Apparently, I'm going to bug the crap out of you everywhere. We still doing okay on the feed?
It'll be about 30 seconds till we get a response, but can you see us?
Right.
Can you see us, people?
Checking once again.
Are we visible?
So we are actually trying from a different source this time. And so if the answer is definitely not, then
if the answer is
Google.
No one says anything, then we know our answer.
Yeah.
Do we coincide with another issue with YouTube or something like that, like the one time?
Right. I don't know.
It seems like we are. YouTube is still streaming us.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Right.
Thanks to YouTube.
If nothing else, it'll post. We just won't get player or viewer comments as much.
Right. Well, we do have 4 viewers.
Yes, we can.
Yep. So things are going okay. Very, very good. We will move right along. Jack Bishop what did we decide his excuse for not joining us last session was? Was he ill? Was he...
Don't expect us to take your notes.
I don't think he told the group what he was doing. I think he got pulled away on something leadership based.
Yeah, it's classified. I'm sorry. It's actually below, above the row or rather pi 7 classification. But I believe I left.
We are classifying bowling night.
All right, Vlad. I mean, okay. So you got to roll with me when I try to sound important. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
very important thing.
I'll give you a wink or something when I'm about to sound important, so then you know.
That would be better.
So we're doing some classified stuff up the chain. Vlad and I, we got called in, and
completely.
Well, can't really talk about it. I'm sorry. It's below your pay grade.
He was actually
below your pay grade, rather.
Yeah. So we're getting a little. Is anybody else hearing some echo going on? So I'm wondering what's going on with that.
My money's on Duke.
Yeah, possibly.
Brian's video is a little bit stuttery for me, so.
Well, who asked you?
Here, you guys continue. I'll see if I can fix that.
All right. Especially given that his character wasn't here last session. Speaking of last session, I hear a rumor, not really a rumor, you actually told me, Sarah, that you took notes.
I start rumors sometimes.
Yeah. What happened last time? What did this team do or face? What do you remember?
So we're in Boston at PNE University. We took over the Romanian Exchange House because for some reason they have a Romanian Exchange House with only like one Romanian exchange student. So that's where we are living. And there's a kind of a couple of different threads going on. One of them is that a lot of the campus has been sort of sucked into playing this like online game, and when they play they get really focused on it and they tend to not leave the room, they tend to not eat, they tend to not hydrate themselves, they just like get super sucked into it.
So
there's
every
also
MMORPG ever.
Yes, but possibly like hypnotic-y something. There's also a group called Campus Cultists, who are LARPers. We were getting ready to go check those people out. And at the same time, there's also, we were at Stardust Hall. I was at Stardust Hall, which is a sorority. There's a second basement that we did not get to check out yet, but we looked all through, and one of the sorority sisters, Chelsea Edwards, is a babysitter for Professor Sneed's daughter, Celia, who seems to be getting her wishes all the time. She's wishing for things, and it's just coming true, which is a little weird. And also, there's a leprechaun from a cereal box somewhere in this thing. We fought a food golem in the cafeteria, and we kicked its ass. I don't know that it has an ass. It was made of food.
Was it Pizza the Hut?
A little bit of Pizza the Hut. But after it poofed disgustingly everywhere, we found like a little note that said "Dearest M" on it. And we were going to talk to Allie, who is Professor Sneed's teaching assistant. That's what I have.
About the Dearest M?
Dearest M.
Pretty thorough.
It's a lot. I'm taking no
Some good
notes
note
tonight, everyone. What a pure job.
Incidentally, for those of you who are watching, if you would like some perks somehow, I don't know, I'll figure it out. If you would like to take notes on tonight's adventure and send them to us, that would be awesome. I think on the other link there was, or on the other event, there's a link that you can actually go to a form to fill that out if you want, or send it. Otherwise, just send it to me, dawn.early@deadgentleman.com, because thousands upon thousands are watching, and now I'll get spammed forever.
There's so many.
I muted Chris to see if he was the source of the echo, and he is, but now I can't unmute him.
Ah.
Does anyone else have that ability?
Dawn has the power.
I have the power. Sorry, I couldn't.
So if you have the ability to put on headphones, it would fix it.
Yeah. It's true. I'm gonna mute you again. This is fun.
Just, Doopy, whenever you want to say something, just do this, okay?
Raise your hand.
All right, now you're trapped in a box.
Okay,
What's
so
next?
Duke, did you mute yourself just now?
Yes, I did.
Okay, very good. Then I don't have to focus on that. That's great. Okay, so you also have been working with a essentially hired hand named Gary, who is filling in as your chapter leader. He's really more of a consultant. Because apparently the Brotherhood doesn't trust any of you to lead the chapter. I don't know. That must be the situation going on
To be
there.
fair, Jack was gone.
What?
To be fair, Jack was gone.
Yeah.
Shall
That's
we continue to have Gary lead us for a while? Because it sounds kind of fun. Originally, like, Jack has a problem with authority, so like, you know, I think this will be kind of fun. Or I could just take over, whichever you.
Right. We'll figure it out. One
Yeah.
issue that I have is that I don't actually have Gary's character, and I don't really remember much about him because, you know, memory.
He was memorable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have taken better notes on him.
Well, I didn't know you were taking notes to begin with, so, you know, everything you've done is much appreciated.
He was an old guy. I believe he was embedded as a professor at the college.
He just hung
He
out in the
walks with-
Romanian exchange house and didn't do fuck all, really.
Yeah.
He
all
didn't
right.
help us with any of the fights. I mean, like, he wasn't physically out. He was, like, sending
Yeah.
us out to do different things.
Okay. So Gary, old guy. That's his name.
That's his last name.
Gary,
Yeah,
old
Gary.
guy.
Gary, old guy.
I loved him in Harry
Amazing
Potter.
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Disappeared
One of my
in
Trying
favorites.
to find his character now.
That's
And
the thing. You
Gareth
lost in
Gary
the character.
Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
That sounds right.
Harmless old man. I remember this one time. He's very careful.
Sounds like
What
sounds like
are
Carter.
what are his aspects, Chris?
All right, let's see. Sneaky old bastard who's stronger than he looks and is versed in the ways of the Brotherhood.
That's it?
That's
Old man smell.
Sing.
I believe is also there on there.
Sneaky old bastard, stronger than he looks.
And ways of the Brotherhood.
That's
What were the first two you
Incontinent.
said? Because Don missed those.
That's the only three I see in here. Let me see if I can download.
I thought you
Really
said
just,
harmless
yeah.
old man.
I mean, it's just from his email that he sent, which is what I'm trying to go through here.
Okay.
Try one more time.
No worries. When
Anyway,
you find that, let me know.
let's tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
PDFs empty. His stunts are, I remember this one time, harmless
I don't
old
need it.
man, and well connected.
Sure. I don't need to. I'm not worried about the stunts. Just the aspects.
Okay.
That's fine. Cool. Thank you, Chris. So you are in the. So you just fought the food golem in the cafeteria, I believe. You
Yeah.
found this note, and you were going to do something from at this point.
Was the note written? Something about M. It was
Dearest M.
Dearest M.
It was mostly burnt.
Right.
We got a little excited about burning the food golem.
Okay. So the
Carried away.
burnedness is not so much that it was given to the food golem that way. That was because you tried to burn it. You tried to burn
We're
the
not
food golem.
sure. So I have written down that the note said Allie, which is the Professor Sneed's teaching assistant. The word creation we could make out, next level, and then dearest M is what it was signed.
Mm. Okay.
Actually, you have that backwards.
I have it backwards.
Dearest
Dearest
M
M
is
first,
is
signed
how it
Allie.
starts. Yes, correct.
Psych.
You
I
just
read.
psyched.
I read the other way. It's a succubus thing.
The wrong way.
Okay, so Jack Bishop has not actually joined the party yet. Just FYI, we're gonna work you in momentarily.
Bullock just ran out of the cafeteria holding a tray over the back of his pants, so we're not sure where he went.
Yeah. But you look around after the chaos is cleared, and Bullock is nowhere to be seen. Sounds like Deadeye saw him running out of the cafeteria with the tray down his pants. Don't ask, don't tell.
I think he was trying to get rid of the golem by eating it, and it was just a bad move.
Yeah.
It's a rookie mistake.
Jack, you are finished with whatever you were doing.
Secretness.
You're better now, or yeah, whatever. And so you have arrived on campus, and I'll get to you in a moment.
Right.
And let's see here. Yeah. I am really bad at NPCing other people's characters, so I'm probably... What's going on? So what happened to Gary? Oh. Did Gary make it to the hospital? Did he get injured real bad?
I think he did.
Sure.
I asked Willie if he can patch him up.
Oh. Yeah,
The
you
janitor?
open a closet door, which is right inside the cafeteria. You kind of go over to a door and you open it, and there's Willie. And he's like, "God damn it!
Do you have any bandages in there?
Well, of course I have bandages. What do you think what do I look like?"
A janitor.
Yep.
Well, of course
in the closet.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that guy, he don't look so good. You probably better get him to the hospital.
How
Yeah.
do we find a hospital?
How do we find out? This is a college town. There should be a hospital fairly
It's a
close.
college. I'm sure we can just take him down to campus health. They'll patch him up.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
My
internet.
God. Campus health.
We don't
Yeah,
know this
actually,
guy. What the hell do we care?
You should take him down to Dr. Flowers. He's a good guy. He is on
Sounds
campus. He's over that way.
Over that
And
way.
then he closes the door.
Putting
See,
himself
Willie.
back in the closet.
Poor guy.
I think it's
I'm
the
not
combination-
necessarily trying to make a joke. I'm just kind of curious. Wanted to be just clear what he was just doing.
Okay, just
The combination of the accent and the name Dr. Flowers doesn't make me feel that this is a trustworthy medical professional.
gonna be fine.
He's a good guy. Not he's a credible physician or he has all kinds of training.
Yeah.
He's a medical doctor.
His bandages are mostly clean. Whatever.
Well,
I
let's
play
load
poker
him
with
into the
him. He's a
car
good
that
guy.
we drove into the cafeteria with and take him over to the Dr. Flowers.
All
I'm
right.
speaking entirely too much for a guy who's not actually in the room. I apologize.
Well, funny that you should mention that. Just as you are heading out, let's see here, right here is a good one. Sharing my screen. Where is it? Right there. All right. Black, nothingness.
Black, nothing.
Sweet.
Screen sharing hasn't worked since we started the new Hangout.
Okay, let me try this again.
Paint us a word picture, Don. We've already lost an hour.
We have to use our imaginations.
Nope.
Still black.
Nope, can't do it.
Damn it. Man.
God bless you, people of YouTube who are still watching this. This is fantastic. It's going to get exciting soon, I swear.
I was really, really excited to use this tool tonight. Oh, well.
That's what she
All
said.
right.
I love the black. It's just lovely.
Also what she said.
It's slimming.
All right. So,
Maybe that's what she said. Count for Sarah for the night.
That's
We're
what
at
the camera is
2.
for.
so you exit the cafeteria, the YUC building, and you enter this sort of courtyard area, and it opens to the rest of the campus. Directly ahead of you and off to the right is once again the girls' sorority house, Sardath Hall. Directly in front of you, probably I don't know, 100 yards or whatever, is what looks like a smaller brick building, and there are signs that you can see direct you to like the health center that are that way that I just said. And you happen to, lo and behold, find. All right, Chris, I'm muting you. You've lost your privileges. And you see Jack Bishop.
I am sipping an orange Julius, and it's very strange because there aren't any orange Julius stands around here.
None that we're cleared to know about.
That's right.
Is Orange
I
Julius
also-
cover for like the Brotherhood or the Celestial Torch? Just wondering.
I also have a bandaged left hand.
And he's
I'm not
clearly
sharing
fishing
that
for
one.
us to ask about this, so let's just keep ignoring him.
Oh, Jack, you look like you might know where the campus medical facility is. Is that where they like cure gonorrhea and that?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good at that. They have quite a few people that know specifically about all the ins and outs of sexually transmitted diseases. This is a college campus for you know. But yeah, it's in there. Also, you could probably just like look up at the gigantic sign that says, you know, college campus medical facility, and that could be a good clue too.
It's true.
Wow, gonorrhea makes you really cranky.
I suppose so. Look, it's not gonorrhea. It's chlamydia. So shut up.
Well, if anyone can identify it, sure you can.
Jack takes a mild gonorrhea condition.
Strange smells. That's.
Oh.
All right, hey,
All right,
let's
so
go to campus
I'm
health.
here. Hey.
Hey.
This guy's bleeding out.
All right, we should
So-
probably take care of the old guy.
What did I miss, guys? So I heard some ruckus in the cafeteria a little while
There was a
ago,
food
and
fight.
now you're.
Big food fight.
Oh, shoot! I missed the food fight.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
All right. Well, I don't see you covered in food, or are you covered in food? Sorry.
No.
You guys are like you guys. All right. So you got in a fight with like a food golem, and none of you have any kind of sauce, ketchup, anything like that on you?
Well, we were hungry.
I was like perched up above, so the splash didn't get to me.
And I'm just that good.
That's what she said.
She did say that.
Very well then. All right. So, weird guy who's bleeding to death. He can find some help inside.
Perfect. I really feel like
I'm not
should
doing
get back
anything.
to the
Can I join you
sorority.
guys? I seem trustworthy.
Sure. You do. So I think somebody should drop him off, and I feel like I should really go back to the sorority house.
Okay.
I feel like they need me there. Really important. Yeah, they do. But there's this like second basement area that I feel like I really should go like check out. Like I didn't get to go down there and look at it.
I think I better tag along with her to keep her on track.
I
Okay.
will definitely be on track.
So
gonna
there's
learn
a
a
second
lot.
base area.
Second based area.
So you can get to second base, apparently. That's where you go. All right? And you really need to get back there.
Okay.
Great.
Round the bases a couple times. Who's coming with me? Just Granny? Let's go.
Yeah, I'll come with you, I guess, because I'm done with my Orange Julius that I'm putting in the garbage
That's
right now.
great. Was it delicious?
This is cranberry surprise. All right, let's go to the basement area.
All right.
So poor Gary, you leave poor Gary on the sidewalk.
No, I said we send him in.
We have him stumble through the doors, and
I mean,
You come into the, it is Sunday, so it's closed, so no one's there.
he's fine.
I'm just kidding.
Rub some dirt in it. You're gonna be fine.
I had no idea that the medical community just didn't work on Sunday. I wasn't aware of that.
Not on campus.
Nope. Sorry, it's the Sabbath. You have to deal with your own broken limbs, and that's the case.
That's what the ER is for.
So, as Gary is going in, I help him by getting his wallet to find his emergency contacts, and I find them along with some other dead relatives that I put in my pocket.
What? Okay.
Like relatives?
Talking to the diet.
Well, it was actually supposed to be dead presidents.
Dead presidents.
But then relatives came out, and then I went with it. So there.
Way to commit.
Yeah.
Pocket full of ashes.
Because Gary's got some weird stuff going on in his pack and play. I went with it.
Yeah, that's right. Gary has kids. He carries around a pack and play. What? They need to go nap sometimes. That's just facts.
That's right. Yeah, so, Brian, give me a covert ops roll.
Ooh, yay, rolling things.
You want to try and beat a 10.
Okay. A covert ops.
Yeah, so you pick an approach.
Oh, all right. Approach.
Pick your covert ops.
So, I'm going to cleverly. I think it's pretty clever of me to like go through the guy's wallet to find his emergency contacts. Obviously, that's where they be, So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
So if you're cleverly, so are you? This is one of those areas where I'm going to challenge you on your approach here on the ones that you're picking. So describe to me how you're cleverly doing this and having him not notice what you're doing.
Well, I'm asking for
him
his
to
wallet
notice.
under the pretense that I am getting his emergency contact, which, in a way, I kind of am. And when I hand over the emergency contact information, I go ahead and have everyone's focus go into the direction of my right hand, where in my left hand I pocket the money.
Okay.
Seems pretty clever to me.
Not really pickpocketing so much as just saying, "Give me your wallet."
Well, that would be a forceful roll, Sarah. All right.
It's not a pickpocket, it's a grift.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I got an 8.
All right. Well, you do have 3 demon dice in front of you.
No.
Well, you do. You actually do.
Go.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh no, Gary's gonna be angry at me. Okay.
Okay, so you didn't make it. You fail. So you don't get his wallet. He doesn't give it to you. I'd like you to tell me what happened. Why did that not go as you had planned, based on what you just did?
Well, I can't speak for Gary.
Yeah. Well, you can if you want.
He's not
in
here.
this, yeah, he's not here. In this situation, I could tell you. Oh well, he does. He gets all blah blah blah.
So
but
he's all right. Good.
I'd like to go ahead and just see what you would do with this situation, knowing, okay, you're going for this particular intent. You failed. I'm giving you the opportunity to decide what happens.
Okay. So you were saying that he doesn't give you the wallet at all, and so I act very indignant that like a fellow Brotherhood member would believe that I don't have his best interests at heart. You know, I obviously just want to talk to these medical people, but he is so in his own way, an old man, and not being able to trust anyone, that fine, if he wants to play things that way, I relinquish my desire to help him in this scenario. Go ahead, Gary. Fine, do whatever. Bleed to death. See if I care. I have a heart, mister, and you've just broken it.
Gary, don't listen to him. It's the gonorrhea talking. He's very upset.
All right, so that's 2. 3 better be really good. All right.
What?
Rule of 3 in comedy. She just mentioned it
yes.
before. Yeah.
Second
So
one.
3 better be on the money.
I'm constantly saying that.
Right. Okay. He says something to the effect that that he knows all about the Brotherhood, and you should just chill out. And I didn't know what. I don't know you, Jack, and I was called on. You were some guy asking for my wallet. I didn't know who you were, but now I do, and.
You only tried to take over my chapter while I was away. I mean, you were pinch hitting for me, man. Like, I don't know why we don't have a trust between us here. I mean, we should be on a level that is different from all the other people involved here. I mean, we should have our own kind of, like, shorthand, you and me. But I guess that's just not something that you're comfortable with doing.
He punches you.
Oh, what?
It's probably pretty feeble because he's bleeding out on the sidewalk right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just bewildered. All right.
He's weak.
He's
Weak and bleeding.
Right over there. Maybe you should have checked out head.
All right. So
you can make a defense roll once again. This is or you can just take it. It's up to you. But it's a defense roll. So that would be just like a normal thing, approach plus a discipline on how you were dealing with him attempting to clock you. And
how do I like see it coming and like either maneuver myself in such a way where he just whiffs at nothing and falls over on his ass, or I use his momentum to make him do a somersault?
Sounds like quickly, or I could see cleverly, possibly. Probably quickly comes to mind first.
Somersault seems kind of flashy.
Or flashy, yeah. If you're going for that.
I'm supposed to use aspects.
Use an approach,
You can.
a discipline, and you can pump it up with an aspect if you want, but you have to spend a faith die to do that.
Oh, I feel you. All right. All right. So I'm going to quickly get out of the way, and use sort of my ability to in the field to kind of like know when I'm about to get punched, essentially, and then yeah, he's going to.
I need to interrupt 1 second because this is probably a good example, but I don't have my book in front of me. There is an action called full defensive that you can do, which, essentially you could justify as sort of ducking out of the way. You wouldn't be able to do any maneuvering. It would just be a whiff, kind of thing. Jimmy looks like he's looking it up.
I've never seen it before. I have no idea where to look.
It would be in the, I think, outcomes chapter, under attack and defend kind of thing. Anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. I want him, by trying to take a shot at me, highlight his instability as a leader and his incapableness of actually hitting his mark.
Okay, sounds good. Then I will give you a +2 to your defend roll, and you may pick it. And then, yeah.
All right, that was. Pardon?
I get an 8.
Oh, we tied. I got 2 3s plus the 2 and 8.
So he sort of stumbles and barely even grazes you. Nothing.
Like he didn't even do anything, even though he might have actually clipped me.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't even hurt. But you think that you've accomplished what you sort of meant to, in that he looks like an ass.
Yeah. Well, I think your days in the Brotherhood might be numbered here, Gary. I mean, this is not going to look good on your report. I mean, just in the taking over from one leader to another. You go to fisticuffs. I mean, this is not going to look good for you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to report this.
He's actually passed out. The exertion just, yeah.
I'll go ahead and take care of their emergency contacts now.
All right. Fair enough. Matthew Hunt, if you're watching, I'm sorry I'm sucking at your character.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, Matthew Hunt. I did not know you said that. Oh, I'm sorry. I made your character look like a fool, Matthew Hunt. I apologize.
It's totally fine.
Cool. You go. I think what we were gonna do is next is go to the basement, where you can go to second base. Is that the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you done robbing our former leader?
I'm totally done with this. Let's move on.
Hey, Jack.
By the way, this is Jack.
I mean, you said it enough. Right, good.
We've got a basement. We've got a basement we need to get into too. Could you pose as an electrician?
Yes.
Who?
Jack.
What?
I mean, you know that you don't actually have to have electric ability to pose as an electrician, right? In fact, actually,
You'd be better than I would be.
No, you know what? Actually, you sell yourself short, my friend. I think you would be wonderful as posing as an electrician.
As a lesbian?
Well, they're arguing about being electricians. Go inside his hall.
All right, I'm gonna follow. I'll be right back, though. Go ahead and continue.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay. You go in and upon entering the building, it seems rather quiet. You hear some sounds of voices in the halls.
That's it.
It's relatively clear. Yeah.
Great. I'm just gonna head down to the basement so I can go down to like the sub basement, see what the hell is going on down there.
Yeah. You get down to the basement, and that is also where the laundry room is.
Yes, I remember it well.
Mm-hmm. And there is, let's see here. Evens, you know her. Odds, you don't. Evens.
Oh, I know. Oh.
You do know her.
I know her. Who is it?
This is, let me find her name. Too many things. Here we are. Mindy Abbott.
Yeah, Mindy.
She is. What you know about Mindy is that she is an avid swimmer. She's on the swim team. She does water polo.
Mm-hmm. And she can hold her breath for a really long time.
It's true.
Useful.
It's super useful. Yeah. Okay.
And she's doing laundry.
She is. I don't know where the entrance to the second basement is, right?
You do not.
Okay. So, Mindy, how have you been? It's been a really long time since I've seen you.
Hey. Yeah. What was your name again?
Wow, you were super drunk. Listen, kind of embarrassing, but like, last time we were together, I think I left something with you, and I need to get it back because it's kind of important. I have to get back. It's like this purse that I borrowed from somebody else, and like I had it, but I can't remember where we went. We were down in the second basement, right? And I just can't remember where the door is. So if you could just like tell me, so I could go grab it because I really need to return it.
All right. I would like you to make a social engineering type roll.
Mm-hmm. Good.
On this.
Good approach, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's probably sneaky, I would imagine, right? Sneaky approach? Is that what that is?
Sure.
I'm kind of lying. Mostly. I mean, she was drunk.
Sneaky or clever.
In this dorm, it's likely.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Alright, so I'm gonna roll it. And I got a 9.
Alright. She says...
One of them was a 1. Does that do something?
Yeah.
It means I succeed automatically.
So you have the option, if you wish, on that 1, that you could gain a faith die. If you choose to gain a faith die, I get a demon die. You could immediately then spend that faith die to re-roll that 1 if you wanted. These are all choices. You do not
sure.
have to do any of them.
YOLO. Let's do it. So I'll just re-roll that puppy then.
Okay.
So 11 instead of 9.
Okay. Wow. That was a good roll because you went from succeeding to succeeding with style.
I had lots of flair.
All right. I would like we should see, this is an opposition. So you get a temporary aspect with a free invoke on it.
All right.
That's good once.
Okay.
On your next roll. And what should we call this? This is you're creating a memory or invoking a memory that you once had.
Been there, done that.
Fleecing the sheep.
What was that, Brian?
Fleecing the sheep.
Fleecing the sheep?
Fleecing the sheep.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want me to put it on mine, or are you putting it on yours?
You can put it on yours if you want.
And it's a D6?
D6, yep. And now a boost is just an aspect that you can get a free invoke on, but once you use it, it's gone entirely. And you technically need to use it sort of quickly.
So I would need to use it on whatever I roll next.
Probably, yeah.
Great.
Okay. She responds with as much recollection as she possibly can. She's like, "Oh yeah, oh gosh, I don't even remember this purse that you're talking about. That was such a great party." Oh my gosh.
You were focused on other things. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard day.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It was so difficult that he just.
Dawn has been raptured.
He just evaporated.
It was rough. It was good.
Wow. So here's how we fill time. Go ahead and.
I had no idea that Dawn was a wizard.
Hey!
Kids.
That's embarrassing.
Wizard.
It's okay. We covered for you. You disapparated because you're a wizard.
Yeah.
Now I gotta put everything back.
You're ruining the status that we just created for you.
No.
No, back.
Well, when he disapparated, he couldn't take it all with him.
Oh, yes, of course. He had to sit up all his stuff.
I'm trying to help.
And we're back.
Yes, thank you. She says, "Are you sure we went to this basement? That doesn't..."
Oh, yeah. We definitely went down there. You told me you wanted privacy, and so the two of us went down alone, together.
Wow.
Like, it really doesn't sound like me.
But that's pretty awesome. And so she says, "Okay, yeah. Well, I can. Do you want me to show you?"
That would be great.
And she takes you by the hand and leads the way.
Wonderful.
And
then we all die? Seemed a little foreboding there.
no, she takes you to a door that is locked and has a kind of keycode pass thing that she apparently knows the password and punches it in and opens the door.
Wonderful.
That was easy.
What do we see inside?
You see a stairwell, and it's dark, and you follow the stairwell down and find a light switch, and it sort of opens into this smaller room with a number of other doors. You count 8 of them.
Ha.
There's also now these doors seem locked and closed, and there's a lot of paraphernalia down here, and apparently the key code to the door upstairs is not widely guarded.
Sure.
So,
did you guys come with me, or are you still in the laundry room?
Well, I think when we figured out your play was to talk to a co-ed about something that happened to you guys on a dark, stormy night. I think we kind of like held back because I think we would have kind of ruined your whole cover. Oh, and these guys are coming too.
Coming along.
You remember them, right?
They were totally also there. All right.
Electric guy and the Russian and my grandma.
They come with me everywhere. Okay, so Mindy, you know, last time we were down here, you were super drunk, and yeah, and you.
By the way, people love to hear that.
And like, what you were gonna tell me what you guys use this place for? What? And you never got a chance to because we were busy. So like, what happens down here? I'm gonna start like picking through the paraphernalia, ostensibly looking for my purse.
Okay. You find it. It's weird.
Super weird.
Especially because you didn't actually.
It was not a cover story.
There's like
Actually,
down here. I'm like, is this one?
it's really weird. It's like actually your purse.
All right.
I guess you're both drunk.
Accurate.
Yeah. I mean, she basically gives you the, like, this is the secret, you're not supposed to go here room where, you know, people come and smoke weed or drink or have sex, whatever.
Sure. What's with all the rooms? Are those like other rooms that you can smoke pot in and do things?
No, they're pretty locked, and as far as I know, there's just brick walls on the other side. I think they've been walled off a long time ago. She says that there was this rumor that there's tunnels that go underneath the campus and connect to different places, and they say this is where it all starts, but no one's really ever, found the tunnels.
And all the doors are locked?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna come back upstairs with my, let's just hold up my purse. Here it is. Got it. Thank you. We're gonna go head back up.
Yeah, alright. So, are you coming to meet again, or?
Are you still being Mindy? What's happening?
Yes. I'm still being.
Sorry.
It's very difficult to convey that with my bass voice.
Are you want me to like come back later? What is it that you're looking for, Mindy?
Well, we've got the swim meet later, and be good to see you.
Sure. When is that?
It's tonight.
Mhm.
I gotta be there at like 5 or something.
Great. Lots of athletic chicks in bathing suits. I'll totally be there. That'll be great. Yay! Okay, thanks. Just sort of pet her a little bit and go on my way.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Found the purse.
I kind of want to talk to you, but I realized that you don't have a doohickey in your ear, and that's not the technical term. That's just when I'm using it right now. Do you want this thing? It's a bit of tech that I've been working on. Most of the people around here have them in their ears, so we can all communicate with each other, except Ursula. She was very vehement about not having it. But if you'd like to communicate over great distances without having to shout, you can put it in your ear.
It's like really polite way of asking to put something in my body. Sure.
You know what? All right. I didn't think about that at all, but like a very creative way of turning it back to sex. So, so did you remember on how to what the actual code was to get inside?
Did I?
Yeah, you totally did, right? Because you did.
Seems like I did.
You
never said what it was.
That sounds like a good reason to use your fleecing the sheep
Yes.
boost
Yes.
on a covert ops type role, or under any other kind of I sneakily totally remembered that information type role. And let's make this a 10.
10.
Yeah. All right. You
Wow.
totally remember
I
forever and ever. Amen.
I will never forget it. It's a very important number to me.
Holy smokes! Nice job.
Got it.
In fact, it's so good you can make up what the password is if you so choose.
Oh. That's so much pressure.
Well, you don't have to decide now.
All right, let me ponder
Your character
it.
just knows it.
Well,
My character knows it.
actually, that's an interesting thing. So like, we're going down to investigate, or there's baddies down here and stuff. Like, what are we even doing here?
Cipher?
What are we here on the campus for? What you're asking?
Yeah. Well, we're here for some sort of reason. We're here specifically in this basement for a reason.
Out of character, I wasn't here last session, so I don't know.
Damn it!
Okay.
There's way too many of these playtests that are blending into the same experience for me.
Okay.
Answer this
Gary
question.
called us in.
Answer this
We were
question.
called in by Gary to investigate cult activity on the campus, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so how about, would it behoove us to change the password to get down to the place? So we're the only ones who know the new combination, just in case a whole lot of like people we don't really want come in after us.
That seems like a good plan.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So you're going to remember the combination and you're going to tell all of us, yes?
Yes.
Cool.
We all now know it.
You will need to roll an overcome roll on reprogramming the door.
Oh, what did he what now?
So if you want to change the password, that's an overcome roll. So you'd need to.
Seems like something a Cipher would be good at.
Cipher,
Yes.
yeah. Let Cipher do that.
Alright, so what do I roll for that?
Electronic-y stuff.
Yeah. So just pick an approach and a discipline. If you want to use a stunt, if that applies, you could do that. Because the action is overcome.
Okay.
The opposition you are shooting for is a 15.
Oh, okay.
And so
Alright, let's see here. What do I have?
now when you could, because you know the password, I would allow you to roll some kind of create an advantage roll.
Okay. What do you think that would be? Covert ops? I have an aspect. My covert ops aspect is I've encountered the system before.
Way to go, Crispy.
Yeah. Bless that delay. Yeah. So the aspect, I think that's very appropriate. I think that because you have that aspect, it is 5 opposition.
Okay.
For when. And so you just roll standard stuff. Roll a approach plus discipline, and you're going to create an aspect with a free dice 6 on it for the Cipher to use.
Okay.
Now, this is an electronic lock, right?
Yeah, partly.
Okay. Because I have a stunt that is, because I see the code, I get +2 when I sneakily hack. Would it count as hacking into this to change the code?
No.
So you would need to probably change the hack part to overcome
Okay.
in attempt to hack something.
Okay.
Because that would be saying the same thing, but just using the structure a little bit.
Yeah, okay. All
I
right.
don't help.
You do not help. Okay, so
I don't help at all.
No messages.
Already forgotten the password.
I don't know what
totally
it
was going to remember this forever. And what are we doing now?
It was like one of 2 different, possibly a third one. I'm pretty sure there were 5 digits.
Yeah.
And I
Sarah,
can spend faith dice on this, right?
You could if you want to, yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of mechanically minded. Can I help the Cipher out at all?
You certainly can.
All right.
So you would
There's
want to tell me how you are going to create. So Cipher, before you roll, Jack, tell me how you are wanting to assist. What that looks like to you. That will be a create an advantage roll once again.
All right. I would like to point out, if the Cipher has not already, that we could look at the serial number of the lock, and she could go on the internet and find out how if one has the combination, then one can reprogram the combination into a different thing. And so, just like look it up on the internet of stuff, because you can do that with technology.
Yeah. Awesome.
Is that lame enough? Or is that
pretty lame and pretty awesome. I like it.
Yeah, those magic lightning powers, buddy.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want to destroy the thing. I just wanted to.
Not what I was expecting, but appropriate. You know.
Yeah,
so
thank you. Thank you.
I would say that for that brilliant insight is a 5 opposition to beat, and so. If you can beat a 5, then you can create an advantage for her.
5 is the baseline of common sense.
Unfortunately, that's a difficult challenge for most Americans.
Yeah. So, Jack, I'm asking you to make a roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to roll? Okay.
Yeah.
And I would roll. Okay. What would I roll?
So every single time it's going to be an approach plus a discipline.
Yes.
And then if you have a stunt that applies, you can throw the stunt in. If you want to spend a faith die and invoke one of your aspects, you could do that too. But
I'm going to cleverly use my reason and my research and development skills to know how these things work and be able to find the answer very simply.
Sounds good.
All right. All right. We're gonna go one of these and one of those.
Sarah, thank you for erasing your boost.
All right. I got a 13.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. Success with style. So creating advantage. What do you want to call this aspect, Brian? This can be so. You're creating an advantage. It's like you're naming a new truth, or you're discovering something about the lock itself. So you can name it. You can do it a bunch of different ways.
Easy hack 1000.
No, there's a there's a quote somewhere somehow. Break locks. Something gates. Does that sound familiar to anybody else?
No.
That's the name of it. Break lock something gates.
Break locks. Break locks. Bill Gates. All right.
Yeah.
Break locks. Raise gates. Gonna do that.
Break locks. I should be writing this out. Well, it's going to go away. So break locks, raise gates with a D6. Let's call it 2 die 6. And use both because it's a success with style. You can use 2 die 6 and invoke. You don't have to use them all at once if you want. If you don't want to, if you leave one, it sticks around.
All right, so let's see if I can.
So
With
do I
that
put that-
advantage.
Don, would I put that there like I have right here?
Sure. I was going to do it, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. You can totally do it instead.
Okay.
Okay. I thought Doopy was frozen, but he's fine.
No, I'm thawed.
All right, so does that mean it's time to try and change this lock?
Go for it.
All right. I have that's an 11. That's a 12, and can I take both those d6?
It's up to you.
Yeah. All right. I have a 15.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what you needed. And so you have succeeded in changing the password, and now you know how to get in, and no one else does.
Hurrah!
Fantastic.
I know you people love your physical dice, but if you roll on the screen, the viewers can see what you're doing, and it's more fun.
It is totally more fun. I agree. I have put away my dice.
I was going to use the online dice roller, but I have all these nice Demon Hunters dice I wanted to roll.
Ah, touche. Touche.
Yeah, those are kind of nifty, yeah.
All right, cool. So we've gained entry, and now we go inside, and there's a whole bunch of bric-a-brac everywhere, and it's terrible, and it smells funny. What's up?
Hey, good description.
All right.
You want to take over? Yeah, so you see, so you're going down into the sub-basement now again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think we need to take a look around, see if there's any signs of any of these doors being opened recently.
Okay.
They open in?
They open outwards.
They open
Towards
outwards.
Excuse me, towards you.
Yes.
Okay, so is there any dust, perhaps, that is unsettled, or perhaps is there any like scratch marks that would match the sweep of a door?
Right, right.
On the floor.
You do not see any sweep marks on the floor. The floor is kind of the hard concrete type of floor. Oddly enough, not super cold down here. So there seems to be some kind of heating going on underneath here. At first glance, as you kind of go through, you guys are a lot more careful in sort of inspecting things that you don't even have to roll. You do see that some of these doors are in use. They are locked, and that you know which ones they are. And there are out of the 8, there are 5 doors that you find some kind of recent working with it.
Okay. So
What kind of locks are we looking at?
These locks are kind of standard, door lock kind of things. These don't have a keypad on them, oddly enough. Kind of a deadbolt.
It's easy, then. I'm just start blasting off door locks.
Okay.
I would like to step back into the stairwell then.
Someone wants to maybe go pull a fire alarm so that we're not interrupted by people wondering what all these gunshots are.
I know. I'll go ahead and just take a leaf out of all the people who will probably use this room frequently and just stuff a towel underneath the door that we just came in through.
Perfect.
So
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I actually just put a sock on the doorknob.
No other bugs.
Nice. Okay, so what we have here is
No failure to communicate.
I was right there with you, Brian.
right. And then just for that, then we're gonna have enclosed space, no windows.
While Granny is doing that, can I also sort of bring out my pocket drill and put a steel bit on it and drill right above the key lock, because that's oftentimes in not so great quality locks where you could essentially make it almost disintegrate.
Okay.
If you're boring, that's how you do it. I, on the other hand, load up explosive ammunition.
Okay. And let's see here, what else? Yeah.
Can I try to pick one of the locks?
You certainly could.
While they're shooting, and I'll pick one that they're not shooting at.
There's 5 doors, 6 bullets fit in the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I got this handled.
Okay.
She seems pretty amped up on this. What do you guys think?
Well, I think I don't have a problem at all with shooting open some doors, but then I just realized that if everyone's trying to open up a door at once, there could be some things that we might not necessarily want to be in an empty hallway trapped, for. So maybe just one at a time. Maybe we should just let Granny do her thing.
All right.
All I know is it's been 45 minutes since we fought a food golem, and I need to shoot something.
All right. Roll it.
Shoot the door, honey.
Smash away.
All right. I'm going to flashily attack an enemy or overcome an obstacle using specialized ammunition, so I get a +2.
Okay.
How does one flashily do this? Do you have some gun work?
Well, I'm blindfolding myself.
All right.
So
I'm going to call it a 10.
All right. Let's see. A little flashy, a little combat and tactics. What am I at? Where's my face?
I don't know.
And let's toss a crack shot on there.
Okay. I like where this is going.
Oh, wow. I don't. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that was what I needed to hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, nice. Okay, your explosive ammunition must have been a different kind that you were expecting, or wasn't loaded properly.
Actually,
But
I'm
it's
pretty sure that it was. So, well.
Thank you. appreciate that.
You know what? You're right. It really was.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and for shooting a shotgun in a enclosed space with all your friends in the enclosed space, I'm going to spend 2 demon dice. Well, I'll do it on the screen here. What am I doing? And bump. Oh, I see. Clear. 1, 2, roll. There we go. Well, I'll make that 1 a 2 since I rolled the 2. So that's 7. So everybody in the room, if you're not wearing hearing protection, takes 7 hits. Now, this is one of those things where you could defend by doing this because you know it's going to happen. Yeah.
How do you
So I'd
defend
like to
by
defend
being really old and deaf as a post?
You probably don't.
Even though like the ear bud kind of like the thing that I have, it does have some sound dampening technology in it. But
Okay.
even though, just to be safe, I'm going to do this.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So go ahead and everybody can roll your defend rolls. You're trying to beat a 7.
What do we roll? Oh, it's 2 things.
I would assume quick.
Like,
Probably quickly.
carefully do something.
I think I'm gonna do a weird thing this time. I'm gonna require everyone to use quickly.
Okay.
All right.
And then pick a discipline?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to use our fringe?
Sure.
If we're okay.
Especially the Cipher, since this probably phases you in none the least.
Yeah.
Can I use covert ops? Because that would,
Yeah.
great. Let's see what happens.
I got
definitely
11 because I
close
touched
ones
the ends
me.
of the blindfold into my ear before I shot.
Nice.
Have an 8.
I defended the shit out of that.
I got 5.
All right. So, Chris, you take a mild condition, and you may name it, huh?
What?
What?
What's
And
happening?
Brian, is that your role?
Yeah, that's my role.
Okay. So you
I also
only
do
take
have that sound dampener in one of my ears, though.
right. That's factored in. So you take a mild condition,
Oh.
and that can be represented as huh, or the
With a
equivalent
weapon?
thereof. Right. But the door's open.
What's that now? Is there we go. All right. Door's open. Cool. So, are we gonna go through this sort of like one goes through the bowels of a video game, just like one room at a time, and then moving on to the next one?
Maybe we should investigate the ringing in that room.
Yeah. It seemed to have started as soon as the door was opened.
Phones everywhere.
I think you set off the fire alarm. All right. I'll take point, I guess, or yeah, sure. I'm gonna go in the room.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think Vlad should take point.
What?
I think Vlad should take point. I'm gonna be right after you. Vlad, go ahead. I'll be right. I'm behind you.
Of course I can find you.
I just point in the direction of the door, and then
Oh.
point at his gun, and then
Oh.
point again at the door.
Oh, sure. Probably don't need to silence her now. All right, I head to the door and check it out.
Okay. You see a dark tunnel.
It's dark in here.
All right.
Anyone have any electric light?
Just out of curiosity, Don, like if, say for instance, I didn't have a flashlight, which I do, but if for whatever reason I didn't have one, could I like make like a dancing lights-esque kind of like electro ball for light?
Yeah. It's called a create an advantage roll.
Okay. All right. Did
And-
anyone else bring a flashlight? No? All right. That's fine. All right.
I mean, I
And
can look in the purse that I just found.
Well, the GM clearly said that was your purse, so you actually have been in here before, which is super creepy.
yeah.
I'll go ahead
and
and create an advantage roll.
Okay. And Jack, immediately as you sort of enter the hallway, the tunnel, you do recognize that there is electricity flowing down the tunnel. You sense that, and so you think that that may indicate a number of things. Maybe it's just power conduit. Maybe there is actually lights in here and it's not turned on, or there. Yeah.
I guess first off, I'll go ahead and switch on my flashlight and look for a switch.
Okay.
That's going to be my first thing I do.
Yeah. Sounds good. You find a switch,
Yay!
and you do see that it has been dismantled.
Oh.
And you see that it is.
Uh-oh, John went away.
Yeah. You see it's been dismantled. You see that that the wires are kind of shredded on the ends, like the thing was pulled off.
All right. Interesting. All right.
You do think
I
it's possible to sort of restore power. You think it's possible that you, with your abilities, that you might be able to do something about that.
Okay. I'll take 5 minutes and see if I can figure that out. And if it doesn't, I have another plan.
Okay. Sounds good. That's a opposition 10 overcome.
Okay. So, I'm going to use my my mystical ability and my intuition with electricity and my we are kin, we are one, and I'm going to cleverly see if I can find out how to bring this back to life.
Okay.
I should have got rid of the other ones. Sorry. But the new ones are the 3 and the 3, I guess. So that didn't work out. All right. So, in that case, can I try again, or is that just like I need to move on to something else?
So you got a 9?
No, I got a 6.
And what was the 3 and the 3? Oh, I see, because the 5 and the 1 was from the previous.
Yeah, I forgot to clear it.
Got it. Okay. You do have demon dice in front of you.
Okay.
And
Fuck it. All right,
But,
I'll just do the demon dice thing then.
okay.
So, trying that sucker again. Cleverly.
Well, you already did your roll. You just have to
Yeah.
add demon dice to
You're
it.
just adding to it.
You add a 6.
So you have a 6. You can add a d6 now. You can roll a d6 if you want. You can roll 2 d6 if you want.
All right.
You can roll 3 if you want.
All right.
Hey.
I'm just gonna roll the 1.
All right. Okay. So you get a 12, which you are able to dig deep and find the electricity in the area and within yourself. And you kind of feel like you know you cheated a little bit. It felt good, but you know that that probably someone was watching, and you know so there's that.
Oh. All right.
And yeah, but you are able to sort of weld some of the wires together in a certain way that turns the lights on.
All right. You know. So, shall we continue on this tunnel and see where this rabbit hole goes?
Yes, let's.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You walk 10 minutes through the tunnel, and you come to a staircase. And you go up the staircase, and there is a door, and it is locked.
Mm.
The blasting worked so well last time.
10. Boom!
Why don't we try Wen's way this time? She's got some lock picks and stuff right down, right? And she's also gone. All right.
She's there. She's muted.
Oh, didn't she leave then?
No,
Oh,
she's muted.
No, she's there. She's just shorter than normal.
Oh, Wen. Yes. Wen, did you want to try your lock picking skills on this door here?
I would love to.
All right, make sure it's very entertaining.
Entertaining.
I'm just kidding.
So let's see what happens here. I'm gonna pull, because I keep them in my hair. I'm gonna pull them out and crouch down, and I'm gonna get a 13.
In a opposition 10 is your target, and you got a 13. Well done.
I did it.
She pops it right open.
Click it open. I'm really good at getting into doors. If anybody needs it.
Yeah.
It's not creepy.
I think you're what that should have gone like you're really good at getting into dark places. Is that I don't know. I feel like everything you say is sort of an innuendo. Right?
Not always dark. Sometimes.
Illuminated. She's Illuminati.
Oh.
How do you mute Dawn?
I have power.
Wah, wah.
Okay. It opens up into the computer science building. And yeah.
All right. So.
What part of the computer science building? What are we looking at?
Basement?
Yeah. You find another laundry room. And,
There's a lot of laundry rooms on this campus.
Yeah. Everybody's just like. So it opens up into a room that is relatively bare, and I am coming up blank when we find this place.
There's nothing but dust bunnies in the corner. You would hear a slight wind rustle and a slight chill. But there's nothing inside this room with you. Some cobwebs get in your face as you go through the door. Just trying to help you out.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. So it opens up into another small room that has so let's see here, one other doorway on the sort of same level as this is, and I say the same level because it's room. So stairway up into the room. There's a door. There's another door across the room, and then there's another stairway up into the building. And you know that it's the computer science building because there's a giant blue sign near the stairs that says computer science.
What is the placard on this door say? Like, does it say maintenance or storage or laundry or?
It's blank.
There's nothing. So there's no braille. It's not been rubbed off.
No, there's no braille. The room looks like it's a storage room. Like it's just full of old computers and desks.
Okay.
It's very neatly arranged, however.
So we're investigating ritualistic kind of stuff that happened on this campus, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it looks like we
Does it look like they've been used recently?
All right, yeah.
Or are they just been stored?
You're asking if the room looks used recently?
Or if they're just stacked in storage?
Computers.
Will we be able to ask the Cipher whether or not any of these computers have been used recently or have any activity?
There you go. Yes, you could.
Well, let's
Cipher, would you
just did that.
Cipher, would you like to do some kind of scanny type of thing?
Yes. Yes, I would.
One.
All right. I am going to do that quickly.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use...
I'm going to say the opposition is a 5 on this one.
Okay. I'll go ahead and use my nice Cipher scanning abilities. So that's it.
And if you can in your scan, see, I don't know exactly how much data you're going to receive, but perhaps what these computers were used for might be also information that would be useful.
I have a 10.
That would be a success with style. This room is, sorry, I want to use no cards. Not here. So most of these computers are relatively useless as far as the information that you're gleaning from. They are actually just old discarded computers that they just haven't recycled yet. Given that, this room does look like it has a fair amount of traffic, in that it is a temporary storage place before they start taking old stuff to get recycled and whatnot. One thing that you do find, however, is that through infrared and some other fancy scanning ability, that you determine that there have been footprints and traffic going in and out of the tunnel that you just have emerged from.
And is that recent traffic?
Within the past week.
Okay. This is a storage area. These computers are junk. But we're not the only people to use this tunnel in the past week.
Okay. So we've just essentially, clear as day, found a tunnel that leads to a different area. That's pretty much all we discovered here.
Amazing.
All right. Cool. How far does your scanning go? I mean, the footprints that you're seeing, how far are they visible?
How far are they visible?
as far as the eye can see. They.
Is there
it
a
looks
door?
like that they. Yes, there's a door. I said that.
Maybe they go to that door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it goes to the tunnel and through the tunnel, as you are now seeing. And Cipher, you didn't have a point of reference until you matched it with something else in the room, which lit things up for you. And it does look like it's a two-way traffic through the tunnel. And they do typically go upstairs from this room.
Two-way traffic goes upstairs from here.
Is it only
Upstairs we go.
Is it only footprints, or is there, two parallel lines, like if someone was having something heavy on a dolly cart, or perhaps maybe a big bunch of smudge, like someone was dragging something heavy, or...
Pretty much just foot traffic.
Just
foot traffic,
feet.
all right, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and they all go, most of them go to another door in this room, right?
Through the one that you just came in, but it goes up to the stairs and leads out to the computer science building on the block.
Okay. All right. So, shall we go back to the other corridor of doors and try another door then?
Or check these mysterious footprints that are going up into this building.
Okay. I thought I was getting the impression from Dawn that the footprints essentially just kind of go into nebulous into the building itself. But yeah, let's take a look at where they lead.
Let's head upstairs.
Okay. You head upstairs. You find another door, which is not locked. From this side, you do find that it is locked on the other side. And it opens into a hallway that very clean, nice, that you would expect on a campus. And immediately upon entering this, you see something that's a little odd. That sort of decorating in different alcoves down the hallway. And this is the computer science building, but you see gargoyles. Just like sitting there. What's interesting though is that some of the gargoyles have been outfitted with, like one has like a Nintendo Power Glove on, somebody's like stuck on there, and one has like some virtual reality goggles on it and things like that. So it looks like the staff and the students have had some fun with these gargoyles. They apparently must be kind of an old thing. It seems like it's some kind of in-joke with the school. But you pass through, the gargoyles oddly don't come alive and try and kill you. Because they're actually gargoyles. And they're still
I beat up the one wearing the Google Glass.
Great, there you go. It smirks at the Cipher. And then there's one with like these circular sunglasses that really clean head and turns to the Cipher and says, "What if I told you?" It's not really true, but anyway, you round the corner, past these cool gargoyles, and you come into a large, what looks like a sort of computer science lab of some kind, but no one is doing computer science. Everyone is gaming.
Before we leave the
So it's
gargoyles,
normal.
before we leave the gargoyles, I kind of like snag the one with the power glove for further inspection.
Okay,
It's the whole gargoyle.
right on.
I have the power.
That's right.
Jack just created an advantage playing with power.
That's great. Okay.
So, Gammon?
Yeah. So everybody's wearing headsets, and they all are using really nice monitors. Very, very cool, kick-ass things. And they're, it looks like they're playing this game. One odd thing, though, is that you do see cords and various cables snaked throughout the lab on the floor, which is very unusual.
Because...
Can I tell where those are going?
Yeah, it looks like they are. They're connecting to. What's that?
Is it odd because they're essentially tripping hazards?
In a major way, they're like it's like Ethernet cords and power cords and just a lot of different cable in real big thick ones too, which doesn't seem like this place should need a lot of juice, but like there's a 220 cable that like runs right through the middle of it, and everybody seems to be connected into their devices, but yeah, there's just lots of wires and whatnot strewn about.
Like a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, just about. But no one at all even notices that you've entered.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
So, they all have like stuff on their ears and things, and okay. So, how many people are we talking about here?
Quick scan. Cipher tells you that there are approximately 38 people.
Those cords, are they going to like a central server or connecting to each other?
That would take a little bit more sort of tracing or whatever.
I pick one up and I tug on both.
Fair enough. One seems to be going towards the center of the mass of desks and computers or whatnot, and this writhing, well, not writhing, it's not moving, but just like this over rat's nest of cords in the center. And on the other hand, on the other side, it keeps going, and they keep snaking around, and it's hard to tell where the other goes. Right, it's connected.
Cipher, can you tell me the life signs of some of these people? I mean, what are their what are they doing here? I mean, their heartbeat, their life signs. What's going on?
Can I make another scan?
Sure.
All right.
For instance, like if are they completely conscious, or are they in a theta wave state, which would suggest that they're in some sort of dreamlike state but not conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly scanning them, I have a 16.
Well, yeah, okay. That's great. We would describe them as, let's see here. So most of them have very low blood pressure at the moment. They have not slept, most of them, for a very long time, more than 24 hours. It doesn't look like any of them have really gotten up to eat or drink anything for a while. And
this room must smell great.
yeah. Yeah, it's got a familiar gamer stank to it.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I crack a window.
yeah.
With explosive ammo.
Would anyone have anything at their disposal as far as like weaponized sleeping gas or agents or something like that? Something to knock a whole lot of a room full of people out? Anything like that?
Sounds pretty Vladdy to me.
Sounds kind of
Yeah.
Vladdy. Vladdy, do you know a guy who can put a whole room of people to sleep?
What you are describing sound sort of unethical, perhaps? Maybe we just cut them off from the game. Hmm?
Oh, they're not going to like that.
I pull out a sickle.
Wow.
All right.
So
I cut the cord. I take a big
just so we're
bundle.
clear, you think they're going to be less angry that you destroy whatever they're playing on, as opposed to knocking them out? All right. Yay, good on you, man. Go for it.
Sort of a long-term solution.
All right.
All right. I take a big bundle of cords and chop with the sickle.
Okay.
Your rubber-handled sickle, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And cutting through 220 is a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what am I doing? I can do this so that everybody can see.
I think I'd like to carefully use...
Oh, is that right?
I'm not sure you can carefully slice through a 220 cable.
If we were trying to take out what they were playing on, why didn't we just have the lightning guy overload the circuits?
Because
No?
That would be
he is
smart.
reticent to use his powers.
Okay, you're right.
That's right.
So careful.
All right.
It's possible with
Ooh,
my-
that's a great idea. Oh man, I think it might be too late though. We had
already swinging.
The fans do rule the Cipher, though.
Yeah, so Dupe, you...
That's a great idea, Crispy.
Well, so far he's matched you.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm carefully using combat and tactics.
Okay.
with
Sure.
my pocket sickle.
Not entirely certain how you are getting away from the juice, but apparently you do. And
Carefully.
yeah, you do it very carefully. And however, what ends up happening is, yes, Jack.
You were about to do some stuff. Just call on me when you're ready.
Okay.
Sorry.
As you carefully slice through it, something amazingly unexpected happens, which is that you live. It turns out that there was not a great deal amount of electricity flowing through there to begin with. Instead, this gooey blackish ichor spurts through, and the tentacles and all of the wires and whatnot begin riling forth in this mass, and
It's
the
alive.
the students are now, as they sort of turn over this way, and you see that a lot of them, the wires are stuck into their bodies, and a couple of wires are sort of like wrapped around them, strapping them into the chair, and almost like a carnival ride, they sort of raise up into this
Marionettes.
yeah kind of thing in their chairs with the desks and everything, and different arms of this wired horror sort of break loose and attempt to start to attack you all.
All right, so that sounds like a thing that's definitely gonna have a lot of our attention. There's actually a really great idea that I want, possibly, if it's okay, that the cyber to be working on in the background while everyone's fighting stuff.
Okay.
As Crispy was suggesting, can the cyber hack the game to cause a mandatory scheduled maintenance? All servers must shut down in 2 minutes. I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, that could be good.
And even if it doesn't work, it's still worth a shot while, stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Is it cool if the Cipher works on that?
It is. The Cipher, this is going to be to hack the game, it's going to be an opposition 20.
Okay, I've got cut wires in one hand, and I hand them to the Cipher. Plug in!
And the wires are doing this.
Sounds like an afternoon.
Yeah. Now, there are 15 minutes left in the session today. I'm not expecting that we'll get through everything, but we can get through maybe a round or two, and then we will same bat time, same bat channel next month.
Is there a way I can create some sort of help the Cipher with this, and then?
Indeed.
How do I do that?
Because what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and initiate the.
Check.
Well, no, we won't do that
Okay.
right now. I'm going to initiate initiative, and the way that works is I choose Chris to go first, because he sort of initiated this situation. Chris then will use on his die over there, the plus-minus die. He'll throw one of those up to mark that his turn has passed, that he's done, and then he will choose who goes next.
All right.
Keeping in mind that if the creature, the enemy has not gone, if you don't choose the enemy to go, then at the end of the turn, the enemy is going to choose itself to go twice.
Well, I'm going to choose a Cipher. I'm wrangling this bundle of seething wires, and I go, plug in!
Alright. Does that pass it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to grab the wires and jam them straight into the back of my neck. Maybe doing a little twirl so I can pull off a flashy with that.
Nice. Okay.
Did bullet time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend all of my faith dice. I can spend up to 3, right? Is there a limit?
So you can spend as many as you want, but you can only use them on. So one aspect can be used at a. I'm saying this wrong. You can only spend a faith die on one aspect. So if you can justify 3 different aspects, then you can spend all 3 faith dice if you want.
Okay. And is it possible to activate your concept on this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to activate the Cipher Reloaded aspect.
Okay.
And can I use my stunt for a +2?
Does it apply?
Because I see the code, I get +2 when I... Oh, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I forgot, because I went flashy instead of sneaky. All right.
Okay.
And I have to beat a 20?
Mm-hmm.
I beat it. That's 18 and 4, 22.
All right.
Nice job. Okay.
That was without help. Way to go, John.
Thanks.
I
I like
know.
how the dice are shaped like 8-sided but got 9s on them.
Yeah, they're 10s, but
They're poorly drawn 10s.
they are.
Okay. The Cipher has done something amazing, and that is that she's like, okay, yep, got this. What it is, you haven't shut the entire game down, but you've shut like this simulation or whatever's going on in this particular network here. And what's happening is you've actually caused it to do a system reboot for maintenance or whatever, however you want to call that. And it will happen in 15 seconds. So that's going to be essentially 2 rounds.
Okay. And I am going to pick Jack to go next.
Okay.
All right. So I have like a little plus. There we go.
Yep.
All right. So I was trying to think about like what to do. I think I've discovered what I want to do. So we have a whole lot of like marionette kind of folk, right? Like they're all kind of like doing this sort of stuff, and they're gonna go towards us.
This.
And they have like all this cords like sort of intravenously like in them, right? And the cords have gunk in them.
That is what I've described, yes.
All right, fantastic. All right, so what I am interested in doing, instead of like throwing like a whole lot of electrical current through all of these cords, which may or may not actually benefit them at all, I would like to see if I can magnetically, because I assume there's conductive metal inside the cords to have the electricity kind of go through. What I would like to do is basically oppose itself to essentially make the casing expand and burst all of the cables, rendering them useless and making all the jelly explode out of it, all of it.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. So an attack?
Is that an attack, or is it just kind of like controlling the situation and the magnetic energy of the room?
Well, you can do a couple of things. You can create an advantage called polar magnetism or whatever you want to call it.
All right.
And that would set up a D6 for someone to use when they do an attack or something.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds awesome.
And if you succeed with style, they'll get two dice.
Cool.
You want to do that?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. And
wait a minute, is that all I do, or is that
it's a roll, just like any others, and this thing is going to defend against this by using its quickly, which is a D8. Where's my D8? Oh, right, it's up here. Quickly using, and then he's going to add, I don't know why I say he, it's
an entity.
Yeah. Electronic, I don't know, I'm going to come up with a better aspect, but it's primary what the heck am I aspect. And I'll go ahead and, no, that's fine. I'm just going to do that. So 11.
Okay.
That is your
and That's my target. All right, and what I'm essentially doing right now is I'm creating an aspect, and it's not like exactly an attack. I'm just setting something up that other people can use later. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So, right. So I'm going to manipulate the energy in the room. I'm doing this is flashing. Flash pizzazz, motherfucker! And like just doing as much as I can with that, using my mystical arts, and essentially, if other people use this aspect, seeing how the casing is already so much trying to burst that it seems from going in the other direction, maybe like any kind of like blunt trauma or anything to the actual casing will maybe explode. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So doing all those things. All right. That is a 17.
Yeah, that succeeds with style.
Oh, I have to do a thing. So I have to get rid of one of these guys.
What should we call this?
Bursting at the seams?
Yeah. Bursting at the seams sounds good. And we'll throw that there. Oops. Okay. And oops. D6, D6.
Cool.
Okay, who would you like to have go next?
Well, I think that you said if I have all our allies go and then the monsters go, then they get to go twice, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to have the monsters go.
Okay. And you might want to put your plus sign back up.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
Shows that you have gone.
Oh, right.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
It works.
All right. So you are not. It's just reacting. So it's going to. It's going to attempt to nerd club all of you. Clubbing you with human nerds.
Well, nerds are kind of soft.
No. Alright, so it's going to use a forceful, which is. Yeah, that one, and do those. It's going to invoke 2 of these.
Do you want to clear the dice that you already have up there?
Right, thanks. Alright, I'm spending 2 demon dice to essentially tag 2 different aspects on it, which I'm sort of making up on the fly here. But it's just going to do more damage. So here we go. Yeah.
I just run with it. You're gonna die more.
I'm just gonna hit you hard. Yeah. No. I should name these. So, armed with nerds is one aspect, and I don't know, Electro Beyond. It's not a good one, but I'm gonna just work with that for now.
To infinity and beyond?
Yeah. Oh, it cleared. 2 of those, 2 of those. There we go. Roll.
18.
Ouch.
18. You may defend.
I will defend like a mofo. So to defend, we just do the same kind of thing. We defend. Yep. All right.
Yep.
10.
Demon dice.
I can take a hit.
Yeah. Let him replenish what he just used.
Hmm.
They can hit harder next time.
Just saying.
So that's
So for those of you who haven't watched, I don't know if there's 6 of you still watching, I'm sure you've watched this before. But Demon Dice, every player, we don't get to see it, but every player has 3 dice sticks in front of them that always replenish. It's a temptation. It's a way to cheat. And if they spend it, then I get to add it to my pool, which is up there. Recognize this number 4. As you were saying?
Spend a demon die.
Thank you.
now since I'm hooked up, I can't defend, correct?
Sure, you can defend.
Oh, okay.
And the full defense that you were talking about before, what was that?
We don't know.
That's yeah.
We don't know. All right, great. All right, so I guess I'll just do it a demon eye then. Awesome.
What
So,
number are we
16.
trying to get? 18?
18.
Okay, so I use a demon die, but I have a stunt.
Mm-hmm.
I use sneak and covert ops to try to dodge out of the way. And because I am double jointed, I get a +2 when I sneakily try to overcome a physical obstacle.
That's an overcome action. It's
Damn.
not a defend.
All right, then I'm at 17.
I'm at 16.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Points?
So Brian, you have 2 hits. That's another mild condition. Mild conditions can soak up to 5 hits. So so you write that on your character sheet that you check off a mild condition and then you name it. That can be anything. It's another aspect. It's just a sort of a negative aspect to you. And that can be things like frustrated or humiliated or
Nerd beaten.
nerd pwned.
Reeks of nerd.
Yeah. Uber stank.
So who's next?
Do I get to choose, or I chose the monsters? So.
Don chooses.
Don,
Aha. Yes. Sorry. So yeah.
Jimmy and Sarah haven't gone.
Right. So Jimmy, I'll have you go next.
All right.
And then for the rest of, so it looks like the Cipher has to take 8. Ouch.
Yikes.
So again, that you can mark off a moderate condition if you want, or you can mark off 2 milds.
I'll take 2 milds.
And again, you just come up with different aspects for those. Sorry, go ahead, Jimmy.
So I'm going to take aim at some of these cables and start firing. I'm going to go ahead and use the bursting at the seams to my advantage because it's just going to take a nick to hit them.
Yep.
So here we go. Oh, let me clear that first. There we go. 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. Yeah. Oops. There we go. Okay, it will quickly defend, not expecting that with that, I guess. And it rolled a, yeah. 8. All right. You got an 11 there?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you take the D6 off bursting at the seams.
I did.
Why?
There was
Because Jimmy just used it.
There's 2
Oh,
of
there
them.
was 2, that's right.
They diffused it.
He used it.
Oh.
Or at least 1.
Okay.
And on to Sarah.
Okay.
And then it's her bedtime.
I'm so tired. I fall asleep. What does that do?
What time is it over there?
Have you seen hentai?
Should be midnight.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. I poll the audience.
Okay.
Yes, tell me what.
No, I just a suggestion. You are a succubus, right? And this is a room full of nerds.
It's also full of tentacles too, but
Well, we're not talking about
Not
that
the
now.
first time. I mean,
Well,
all right, sure.
You know, I mean, who knows? Maybe they're not completely mindless. Maybe you can get through to them somehow, or maybe some sort of hyperaction or some sort of, I don't know.
Can I
an
use
angle.
like can I invoke my fringe aspect, which is, did I mention I'm a succubus?
You could. You could. It kind of sounds like you might be creating an advantage here.
Okay. All right. Let's do that.
You can kind of set that bar high, however you want to make that roll, and it will try to defend against that. Defend against your girly pornish ways, and
Girly pornish ways.
I
The
mean
name of my
the succubus.
autobiography.
you say it like it's the first time you've heard it.
And yeah.
I rolled a 14.
Aha! But you remember, you rolled a 1. Now, is that a 1 on your aspect die?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not spent.
Great.
So you retain that, and
Does she get a fate die?
she does not, because she spent a fate die. But I think we were saying that since it's not spent, you could decide to re-roll it if you wanted to.
Oh, sure, because why not? Let's do it. YOLO. Ah, balls.
Is it a perpetual loop? Can she keep going?
Can I just keep looping?
Yeah, why not?
Great, one more time. This time it's gonna work, you guys. This is bullshit.
Oh,
It's the worst.
That's terrible.
I have 15.
Well, that's pretty good. 15 is a good number to...
It feels good.
Yeah. Good. What do you want to call this aspect?
I'm so tired. My cleverness is gone.
Oh, I don't know if it was really there.
Oh my god.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Suck you stunned?
Sure, suck you stunned. We'll do that. But
Not look as there's a girl.
but Brian
like-
doesn't get to use it because he's a dick. So
Fair enough. Yeah. Is that a double pun? Suck you stunned.
yeah.
That's 2. I think it's 2 stunned.
2 stuns. All the stuns.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to defend, and it is not expecting this whatsoever. So I'm going to do one of these and one of these.
I like how we've assumed all the gamers are men.
I'm equal opportunity.
Or-
It works on
Or
both.
it's college and there's some... Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't assume all of them were men.
Yeah, same.
All right. So suck you stunned. D6, D6.
I assumed the succubus was really, really good at her job.
Indeed. Okay. And that is where we're going to call it for the night.
Oh, man. All right.
Right in the middle of a tentacle electro, suck-you stunned, bursting at the seams.
Sure, you tease all
We
the
started
nerds
a
and then you leave them for a while.
movie.
Oh, hey, Jimmy.
Welcome to the end.
Oh, she didn't get to do anything. Granny is
No.
first to go next time.
Sure. Okay.
No,
Well,
Granny
no,
shot.
yeah,
she shot.
She did?
Shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she caused a condition on the beast.
Fantastic.
Very cool. All right. Well, hopefully we won't have such awful technical difficulties the next time around. First Monday of the month, typically. So we're gonna try and stick with that for October.
It's like the 5th, which is 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, that's fine by me if other people are into it. October 5th, everybody? Mostly?
So far so good, man.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Verify that I'm
is,
looking at the right day.
Ready to rock? I think, yeah, I'm pretty good. So, October 5th, stay tuned. This will be part 3 of Chaos in Hell
17
Week.
Frit series.
Yeah, Chaos in Hell Week. I haven't decided how many parts there are going to be. It'll be just as many as it takes to get through it. But, so let's see how far you guys can drag this out.
Well, thank you very much, Internet. Good night.
All right.